If you drink alcohol and do nothing, you might as well just take gear and do nothing. Alcohol, gear. Alcohol is more harmful than gear. If you take gear, even if you do nothing, you'll still grow muscle. Here's the link, you can click on it. You'll grow more muscle than someone who's natural and trained.
Without an ounce of doubt, alcohol is one of the worst things you can put in your body. Your body literally treats alcohol as a toxin. It can metabolize it. But I'm pretty sure what you're asking me is, will you gain more muscle if you're taking gear and doing jack shit, not training, compared to training and not taking gear? Look, I won't deny the study he referenced exists. And the study does actually indicate that the subjects who were injecting exogenous testosterone, who were taking gear but didn't train, gained more fat-free mass. Remember that. Than the subjects who trained but didn't take gear in the same time period, and I believe the duration of the trial was 20 weeks. Now, why did I emphasize fat-free mass? Why haven't I simply said muscle mass? Because that's exactly what they measured in this study. They measured fat-free mass. And fat-free mass doesn't only include muscle mass. As a matter of fact, majority of the fat-free mass consists of non-contractile components, largely water weight. The thing is, when guys inject exogenous testosterone, it also stimulates and increases body's growth hormone production. Elevated levels of growth hormone in the body can drastically increase sodium, therefore water retention. What I'm basically saying is that there's a pretty high chance that the majority of the increase in weight and volume in those subjects came from water weight and other non-contractile components which come with water weight, not necessarily contractile tissue, considering the researchers haven't directly measured increase in actual contractile tissue, in actual muscle mass, we can't know for certain. But considering the weight gain increase was pretty much proportional to the increase in exogenous testosterone dose, I'm fairly certain the majority of that weight gain didn't come from actual contractile tissue, from muscle tissue, especially in an absence of training stimuli, which is by far the most important factor for stimulating the growth of the contractile tissue. What I found really weird in this study is that somehow they managed to observe their increase in leg strength, specifically leg press strength, but those subjects supposedly haven't trained. Even if they were testing their leg press like once a week, that was probably enough to create sufficient stimuli for muscle growth, especially on exogenous testosterone. There's just one of many potential issues and flaws within the methodological setup of this research. Anyways, I'm talking to myself. But to answer your question, will you gain more muscle if you hop on gear but don't train whatsoever, don't lift, compared to lifting as a natural? Probably not. External resistance accompanied by sufficient intensity and volume is still the primary stimulus for the growth of the contractile tissue, for muscle growth. So, before you start injecting stuff in your ass, you might want to try and lift first.